So, what do I do exactly? I just stand here and say things. Can I say whatever I want?
In a sense, I guess it's both. You do have some free rein to improvise and add your own je ne sais quoi to things, but you otherwise do have to keep to...
Perfect! Because I can talk about how sick and fucking tired I am of having to keep existing around Batarians. Every day I wake up, fly into Citadel space, and see this bottom-feeding, disgusting species still being given the right to exist here without repercussions. The Council doesn't listen to any of my demands, demanding a swift and brutal genocide of this filth polluting the galaxy. I could have my crew and the top Alliance brass formulate a strategy within the hour, but I am denied my opportunity to truly bring peace to the galaxy. So how did I do?
That'll work. Take it away.
Alright, so we get to talk about Balldomale a lot sooner than any of us had anticipated, and it's thanks to the man they call the Clout Goblin.
Wait, you forgot to call them kings.
Why would I do that?
Because that's what I always do. It's the channel gimmick. Or if you want, you can call them your fellow racists.
Well, you just said it for me, so now I don't have to. So please go fuck yourself, or I'll make what the Krogan did to the Rachni look like a casual Sunday at the park. Anyway, to pressing matters. Minnesota is about to pay host to Feltomania, as news from the Clout Goblin's revenge porn case has come through and that Aaron, allegedly, has pled down to a minor misdemeanor charge and only has to pay $50. This blows up Nicholas's grand plans of having the only thought and her fiancé come down to testify against Aaron and sending him to prison alongside the prude incel nerd Karen farmers and detractors. Granted, this hasn't stopped Nick from going on Twitter and telling everyone that Aaron tasted his goo every possible moment he can, and changing his story on the 9-year-old testing positive. We have gone from, it was a false positive and the lab screwed it up, to the sheriff's office got the cocaine in her hair, and that's how she tested positive, to the positive test result was legit, and I need to pretend like I allegedly don't know how she did. The gaslighting and walkbacks are so numerous and obvious that he could be doing pundit work for MSNBC or take over Joy Reid's show. We've also been given the depression card again, as Nick is too sad and emotional to stream again. Mind you, this hasn't stopped him from going on Fat Melton's stream, or the stream of a literally whose name I can't recall. But it was a woman, so it was likely both unmemorable and him trying to start a new polycule with her to chase the dragon that was our wife and ex-hot wife. That's all I can think of. Now, while you all listen to this guy pretend like he actually won again, I'm going to go consult with ED about how many chambers that were used to house the Rachni Queen on Noveria we can acquire so that we can calculate how many we can get and how many Batarians we can fit into them to give them a calm and relaxing acid bath.
Baldonatics, we have won yet again. We simply cannot stop winning this year. First, I make the government bend the knee to my inconceivably high legal acumen by getting my charges removed under the guise of a plea deal, and now my former lover, Aaron, will now enjoy prison and taste another man's goo in there. But lo, it will not be mine, for it shall be that of those beautiful melanated men that I so do miss being in my life. Unfortunately, not my President Trump decided to deport the Somalians that were here and in the Twin Cities, so now the pool of men who have not experienced our wife has suddenly plummeted drastically, and now I'm in a rush to expand my net of potential lovers. And I know so many of you want me to return to streaming, and I promise I will. I have never lied. And me going on Patrick's stream, Kumalat's stream, and some random woman's stream do not count as returning to streaming, despite the fact that I had to turn on my streaming equipment, allegedly hide any beverages that may or may not be mixed with whiskey, asked to come onto their shows to live stream with them and do all the same things I would do on a stream. It's not my own stream, so it doesn't count, just to clear that up. But I will stream again. In 3 months, maybe I'm depressed and only your money will cure it. Curing my depression is way harder than curing my addictions to cocaine and alcohol. Those were the easiest things I've ever done, and it was all thanks to the outpatient center that wasn't rehab, despite it being rehabilitation, in order for me to get my kids back from the state. But enough about that. Back to the Aaron imprisonment celebrations. Did you guys know that during this time away, I'm also working on learning new languages? I've already learned Mandarin, so I'm moving on to a new one. Hopefully, there's a totally organic way for me to be able to show you all. Regarde le baldo tomber. Amène le cocu à notre femme. Si ce n'est pas aujourd'hui ni demain, alors peut-être après-demain.
Je prendrai 7 avril pour moi. Et ensuite, mon seul cadeau de taureau aussi. Sûr que j'ai toujours aimé Aaron. Je ne suis pas gay.
You fucking niggers know that I hate Tay.
Hi, Mr. Rekieta. It's your lawyer, Michael Douglas, here again. I'm sorry for calling this late into the evening, but I wanted to check in on you to see how you're handling the news.
Oh, hi, Michael. I thought I told you your services were no longer needed, but to what do I owe the pleasure and likely $75 charge for your time?
You never told me my services were no longer necessary, but it's fine, and at least you remember I charge for my calls. I take it by the calm candor of your voice that you're not aware that Mr. Imholte is not going to jail.
What do you mean Aaron isn't gonna jail?
Yes, that is correct.
What can they get him on?
Well, they can't quote-unquote get him on anything because he's taking a minor misdemeanor charge.
Misdemeanor?
Yes, I just said that. Stop repeating everything I say. He's also only paying a $50 fine.
50 fucking
I
dollar
know this
fine!
is disappointing.
What
and that
kind
you're
of
likely
bullshit
screaming
is
to
that?
No one
I
or
thought
those
my
cats
star
you're
witnesses were gonna
convincing
go on the
feeling
stand and
that
gape
I
him
am
harder than
doubling
my
the rate for
baldo
this
ever
call.
could.
And
This
no
is
matter
a
how much you
miscarriage
try
of
to
justice.
fire me,
I have been
I will
gangsterized
be
again.
back.
God fucking damn it. Where's the Jim Beam at? I'm getting fucking blitzed tonight. This is a travesty of unfathomable proportions. For months, the gangster computer god has dared not touch me because of the power I, West Key, Deck Esquire, was drawing in, and the increased protections against the Frankenstein waves and gangster police on missions to deliver my sneak extermination before I made my plea deal. All was calm and serene in the nigger town at 29 Maple Avenue, Hempstead, New York, until these lowly gangster judges in the gangster Condeohai County Court decided to show leniency to my former lover, gangster assassin and goose swallower, instead of sending him to be fitted with cutting-edge Frankenstein controls to never haunt my doorstep or dreams again. Now, I must continue to hide myself away from any potential gangster assassin should I dare risk extermination. Always alone here. No more sodomy parties with our wife, ex-hot wife, and the traitorous former lover. No more nigger puppet underlings to sway to my cause by treating my asshole like it's reparations or free toppings at Subway. Every day I fear the gangster computer. God penetrates my defenses and not only exterminates me, but sends Albanians to steal all my copper wiring that I've saved for the ultimate defense grid. Those Albanians are almost as niggerly but a lower class European and not the superior Slovenic Poland. The ceiling cats, I fear, are also beginning to sway towards the gangster computer. God, each day I tell them I am their hope for the future, but I feel them pull away from me. I fear they too will try to stick me with the deadly touch tape-in or deploy the around-the-corner projection. Deadly touch tarantula spiders, gangsterized at every moment, every chance, every single day. Spare not a moment of prayer for me, Mr. Key. Deck, your only hope for a future.